And what is that? He is Mirror Herb? What? Didn't see that coming. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you guys clicked on this video, today we're going to be playing with a Dondozo team, Dondozo Raging Bolt team that I actually made myself and designed for a tournament I played in a couple weeks ago online. It played pretty well in the tournament, so I'm excited to bring this team, back today and play with it for you guys and put a rental code out there for you guys. If you want to go try it, you can, play it yourself. And funny thing is, Dondozo's been a very solid Pokemon in the VGC meta for a long time now, but I never actually played with one until I personally designed this team myself. So after designing it and playing with it now in Reg F, I'm here to say it's still quite powerful and quite good. The tournament I went in, I actually was able to go, I don't remember exactly what it was. I was the #1 seed going into Top Cut. Didn't lose a single game going into Top Cut, and actually got first rounded, unfortunately. But still, this team has a lot of power, and I'm excited to share it with you guys today. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you if you're here watching this video. Thank you for clicking on this video. It's very much appreciated. This is the first video I'll be putting out on this channel, and I just want to let you guys know that if you like Pokemon, I'm your guy. I intend to put out as much Pokemon content as possible. I play a lot of Pokemon and figured I might as well record myself while I do it. On this channel, you can expect to see me play with different rental teams, team building. I make a lot of my own teams that I actually play with, and that's quite the grind. If you're interested in that, you can watch me do some of that. Online tournaments. I plan to make videos about during my shiny hunts. I'm getting into the TCG online. I play a little bit of Pokemon Unite, and I've got pack openings planned for this channel. I just bought a brand new box of Paldean Fates over there. I'm excited to get that opened up. And maybe attend some regionals here coming up, so we'll see. Who knows? If that interests you, if you guys like Pokemon like I do, consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like on this video, and yeah, let's get started. So going into today's video, breaking down the team, we have, of course, the star of the show, Dondozo, and his partner in crime, Tatsugiri. Classic combo. I'm excited to show you guys my take on it. Our supporting cast here, we've got the Raging Bolt, and so a lot of times with this team, I'm either bringing the Dozo Tatsugiri combo, or I'm bringing the Raging Bolt as my big threats. And everything else is basically just to support those two modes of playing this team. So if someone's hard countering my Dondozo, a lot of times that doesn't come, and I will lead with a Raging Bolt and something beside it to fake out. Sometimes the Glimmora still makes it onto the Raging Bolt team, just depends. But a lot of times I like to fake out, set up my Glimmora with a Calm Mind, because you get 1 or 2 Calm Minds off of this thing, it's devastating. And this specific Raging Bolt is the Calm Mind, Protect, Dragon Pulse set. No Thunderclap, so no priority coming out of this guy. He's just designed to hit really hard and be really tanky, because he is trained max HP and max defense. We're modest nature, and once we get a Calm Mind up, our special defense is going up, our special attack's going up. We're very hard to get off the field. I mean, he's got leftovers. Going into our Glimmora, this is a Glimmora I actually designed a long time ago, and it's not very standard right now, because most Glimmoras you see nowadays are actually much more bulky. But this one's actually has a decent speed investment. It's not max, but it's got a lot of speed, and it's also got max special attack. So I threw this one on the team because I knew I wanted a Glimmora, and I already had it EV trained. I didn't have it EV trained the way most people do, so I think it catches a lot of people off guard when this thing comes out, and I can get a quick Meteor Beam off thanks to my what's it called, Power Herb. I can get a quick Meteor Beam off, boosting my special attack that's already maxed out further. I can one-shot a lot of things by surprise, things that even resist that Meteor Beam. I'm going into the Rillaboom here. He's rocking the Assault Vest. He's very bulky. He provides a lot of pressure, obviously, with the Grassy Surge, ability to Grassy Glide, get that priority, Fake Outs, big Wood Hammers, you name it. Great support Pokemon that also deals a ton of damage. And of course, Incineroar, one of the most popular Pokemons in the format, is going to make the cut too. With that Intimidate, it's just such a good ability. Citrus Berry to heal him back up if he gets, you know, too low. And yeah, this one's actually running Snarl, just in case I'm going up against some Psychic Spam teams, or something that, you know, some of my hard hitters would have a little bit more trouble with. He's able to Intimidate physical attackers and Snarl the special attackers out there. My Dondozo set is actually a Rocky Helmet set. And instead of the Earthquake, he's rocking the Rock Slide. And that's because I knew I wanted Rillaboom on the team, and a lot of times they'd actually be out there. The Rillaboom will lead for the Dozo. And because of that Grassy Surge reducing the damage on Earthquake, I just opted to go for the Rock Slide over that. I also opted to go for the Liquidation over the Wave Crash, simply because this Dozo does not have the leftovers. That's reserved for my Raging Bolt. And I didn't want him to take... I wanted to limit the amount of damage my Dozo takes. And I didn't want him to, you know, take the recoil off the Wave Crash. So, a little bit of a different set here, but like I said, this worked out for me. It's a really awesome team to play with, and I'm excited to share it with you guys today. All right, guys, hopping into our first match. Hopefully, I'm able to play up to the standard that I kind of have for myself with this team, because like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since I've actually played with it. Hopefully I don't make too many misplays for you guys. What do we got here? We got a little bit of Sun setup. Yeah, I think the obviously the Paradox Mons there would love to thrive in the sun. There also might be some Trick Room here. That could definitely be a Trick Room Flutter. So what do I want to lead here? I think Dondozo looks decent into their team. Do they have an answer for a Raging Bolt? Ursaluna out there kind of scares my Raging Bolt a little bit. I think I'm gonna lead Incineroar, Glamora, and we are just gonna go with the Dondozo composition this game. Hopefully bring the Raging Bolt into a later matchup for you guys to see. But yeah, I think this game, the Dondozo is the right call. We will wait and see what they decide to lock in. Okay, what do we have here? What we got? What we got? Okay, my opponent is going to go for the Raging Bolt Rillaboom, so that's something we actually considered coming out with. I think from here we can anticipate a Fake Out and either a Protect or a Calm Mind out of the Raging Bolt, is my guess. So what do we want to do? I'm not sure about the speed here. That Rillaboom is probably faster. Probably faster than my Incineroar, but on the off case that it's not, I'm actually going to attempt to Fake Out the Rillaboom and Mortal Spin, just to see if we can get a Poison off on that Raging Bolt, because that's going to be huge in potentially getting rid of it. Okay, and they are just going to go for a swap. Into what? Into the Torkoal. So they're going to go straight ahead, set up the Sun, and that Photosynthesis boost to get huge damage out of the Raging Bolt. Let's see if they decide to attack here. Fake Out flies, Mortal Spin flies. Get the poison. Thunderbolt does fly into the Glamora slot, and that is going to go ahead and take us out, but that's probably okay. Now, it's unfortunate that we didn't get the Poison Spike set up to start, but we poisoned what was on the field, so that's, you know, it's a trade. Alright, and from here, we definitely want to go into the Dozo. Okay, I'm thinking, especially since these are both special attackers, I'm just gonna go for the Snarl. You know, bring them both down a notch. And this turn, because we don't have our stat boost yet, I'm just gonna go for the Protect on the Dondozo. I don't see any reason not to. That also gives us an extra turn of poison damage stacking up. Let's see what he's switching into, though. Back into the Rillaboom, so... Okay. Thunderbolt comes out, and we protected that slot. Some more Snarl flies. Critical hit on the Rilla, I think. And we get the special attack drop. So from here, I think, let's see. What do we have in the back? We still got the... So, part of me wants to not bring in the Tatsugiri yet, but I'm thinking my opponent just wants to probably fake out my Dondozo slot, followed by a Thunderbolt into that slot, and I don't want to take a super effective Thunderbolt. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually Flare Blitz the Rilla and just Grass Terra order up into this slot. I could have brought in my Tatsugiri here, but I think my Incineroar still poses a lot of pressure. The fact that we have the Snarl and we have the super effective Flare Blitz into the Rillaboom. So we're going to leave him out, see what he can do. Yep, Fake Out flies into that slot. Rocky Helmet damage onto him. And a Draco Meteor flies. Okay, how much does this do? Wow. That's just going to one-shot us. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Let's see how much damage in the Sun our Incineroar is able to do back to that Rillaboom. Okay, it is able to take it out. I figured in the Sun it's going to do massive damage. We're going to get some more chip damage onto that Raging Bolt slot. So here comes the Tatsugiri, and this is definitely not ideal, but I think we can still win this game. So let's see. And out comes a Flutter Mane. We don't love to see it. The special attack was boosted on this Flutter. So with my Choice Scarf, I think we I hope we still outspeed this Flutter. Really need to, because a Dazzling Gleam into my Tatsugiri will be fatal. We are just going to go for Mon's left. Let's go for a Snarl. Yeah. No. Let's go for Flare Blitz, because I think he might terrestrialize that slot. And lastly, we're Choice Scarfed, so I'm just going to go for a Muddy Water, because I don't want to get stuck in a situation where I can't hit the Flutter due to using a Dragon move. And this looks like it might be a good choice, because he is going to switch out. He is going to terrestrialize and probably a Fairy Terra, so we really need somebody to live this. Man. Ideally, I'm faster and hit with the Muddy Water, and you know, we get the accuracy drop. So Muddy Water is going to fly. Good damage on the Torkoal. The accuracy falls. Okay, can we... Oh, Incineroar dodged. Ugh. I mean, that's nice, but I really needed my Tatsugiri to dodge that attack there. I think Incineroar might have been okay. So, that's not great. This should take out the Flutter. And now we're in a 2-on-1 situation. And it's looking pretty rough for us out here. Torkoal is going to take another chip here to poison. I think he It's gonna be close. I think he dies after this turn to poison if we can survive. This is gonna be rough. So Incineroar is a very bulky set with also a decent amount of speed. Here comes the Raging. And I think he's faster. I want to say he's faster than my Incineroar. I think we've already seen that interaction. I think from here, I think I just Snarl. Hopefully I'm faster. If I'm not, hopefully I can survive, get some Citrus Heal, and drop special attacks on both of them, and yeah, hopefully kill the Torkoal as well. So we'll see. He is going to Thunderclap. We survive on 3 HP. Okay. We've got shots. We get the heal. Snarl's going to fly. We get the crucial kill over there we needed. Special attack drops on the Raging Bolt. Does Raging die to his own poison now? Sunlight going down is also huge here. The special attack's going to drop. And that's game. So, down to the wire. Definitely didn't get the Dondozo setup like we were hoping for. But in the end, it all worked out. So, wow, Incineroar, player of the game. He never left the field. And, yeah, was definitely able to exert his pressure there. So, solid game number 1. Again, I'd like to see if we can get a better showing of the actual Dondozo doing what it's supposed to do. So, hey, we take those wins. Let's get ready for game 2. Game number 2 against Rocco. Okay, Rocco's got a lot of solid mons here. Let's see. What does Rocco want to do against me? I could definitely see him leading or bringing the Ogerpon Wellspring in this situation. Let's see. Does he have anything that really threatens the Raging Bolt in this game? Also, what Urshifu do we think that is? The fact that he doesn't have a rain setup makes me want to say it's probably Dark Urshi. So the crits aren't fun. I think in this situation, we might just go something like... Let's see, he's got an Intimidator. He's got Sun set up. Let's go Rillaboom. Raging Bolt. Lamore and Incineroar. Let's bring this. I think this is a Raging Bolt game. See what my opponent wants to do. Okay, he is going to lead a Flutter Mane Urshifu. Is that the Water Urshi? I did not foresee him bringing Water Urshi. Okay. Yeah, Water Urshifu. What do we want to do in this situation? The fact that he's bringing the Flutter, I think, pressures me, unfortunately, into having to use my Terror right away, but it's not the worst thing. So I think I am just going to go Fake Out into this slot. Terry Farah, Calm Mind. He's just gonna switch out. Okay. Should get some free chip into that slot. Dragonite, that's actually decent for us. We're gonna break the Inner Focus. Wait, that's not the move. I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's not the ability. Fairy Terra, okay. He's going for that big damage right away. We should soak, especially with our own Terra out of the Raging Bolt. Fairy Terra Raging. Takeout comes out, is going to hit the Dragonite. Gleam flies. I think both of our monsters soak this. It is a little more than I would have liked, but I think we're in a fine spot. Special attack raise, special defense raise. And we are going to get the grassy terrain recovery as well as the lefties on our Raging Bolt. So from here, I think I'm going to Grassy Glide this slot and just protect our Raging Bolt, get a little bit more recovery back before we go for anything too crazy. Protect comes out. Extreme speed. We hang on. We Grassy Glide here because I figured, you know, both these Mons, if they do target into my Rillaboom, are just going to kill me before I could go. So I knew Woodhammer would probably kill the Fluttermane, but I wanted to just get a little bit of chip damage, Grassy Glide him. And from here, we can... what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's see. We know our opponent has a Rillaboom. I am just going to go ahead and lead the... yeah, I'm just going to lead the Incineroar here. Being that I protected last turn, and my opponent knows that, he probably wants to definitely focus my Raging Bolt slot this time. So I'm expecting an extreme speed there. Unfortunately, can't fake out the Dragonite, but now that the Fluttermane has Terastallized, we can fake out that slot, so we will just go for that. And we're going to go for a Dragon Pulse into the Dragonite. Okay, so he's just going to swap. He doesn't want to take that super effective dragon move. And Urshi comes in. Okay. Kind of wishing I would have Thunderbolted now, but Dragon Pulse still should do a lot of damage into this Urshifu. Oh yeah, we're just going to one-shot that Urshifu. Granted, you know, we got the special attack boost with the Calm Mind, but that's huge for us. And the recovery just keeps coming to the Raging Bolt here. Okay, so now my opponent either has to bring their Rilla back onto the field or the Dragonite that they just switched out. And I don't think we're afraid of either of those Mons right now. Ogerpon. Am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. I don't know why I thought my opponent had a Rillaboom still. Or had a Rillaboom at all. Okay. So in this situation, I think there's a good chance that my opponent follows me. Goes for a follow me out of the Ogerpon slot. So I am just going to go for a Flare Blitz into this slot. If he pulls it over to the Ogerpon, so be it. And I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt to that slot. D-Gleam flies. He does not go for a Follow Me. Both of our Mons eat that pretty well. Ivy Cudgel flies. Incineroar is going to go down here, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get rid of the Overpon. Thunderbolt, massive damage. And we're in a pretty good spot, I think, guys. We're down 2 Mons, but we're not afraid of the Deagleam out of the Flutter Mane right now. Not sure how much that Ivy Cudgel could do into us. So the Flutter is choice spec. In this situation, I think I just want to go for a... How fast is my Glamora? My Glamora is very fast. But is it faster than this Overpon? I'm not sure. I am just going to go for a Spiky Shield. I think it's a pretty safe play. And attempt to just Thunderbolt the Flutter, get it out of here. No, I take that back. I'm going to go into the Overpon slot because I'm a little bit more afraid of the Overpon than I am the Flutter Mane right now. Comes the Deagleam. Okay. Eat it pretty well. Ivy Cudgel comes out. Yep, we are just going to protect that. Should bounce back some damage into that Overpon. No, it doesn't. Huh, I guess that's not a contract. Okay, get rid of the Overpon. That's awesome. And from here, we are in a pretty good position to just win the game now. Grass is going to disappear, so we won't have that extra recovery coming in. But neither will they. And from here, I think I could really surprise my opponent. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to E-Speed here, right? And it's probably... If I'm my opponent, I'm E-Speeding the Raging Bolt. I think that's the biggest threat. We are just going to Meteor Beam. Try to get rid of his Dragonite. His Dragonite's most likely choice banded, so he's got to make a decision here on what he wants to do. And we're going to protect this turn. Just for a little bit of more recovery onto a Raging. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not a, Not choice spec out of the Flutter. That's really weird. He just has been hitting Deagleam the whole time. Power Herb comes out, and this is just gonna annihilate this Dragonite. Yeah, there's no chance he lives that. Goodbye, Dragonite. And from here, we're free to do whatever we want in this situation. We'll just go for a Sludge Bomb and a Thunderbolt into the Flutter Mane to wrap up this game. Battle's canceled, yep. So game number 2, pretty good representation of how strong Raging Bolt is and how it serves as like a secondary mode in this team of, you know, my main source of damage. Okay, so wow. Very interesting team. Wow, I don't know if I've played any of these Mons in Regulation F at all. So, what do we want to do here? Straight away, I don't think this is a team that Raging Bolt wants to fight against. Knowing they have, you know, poison moves, steel moves, ground moves, all things that my Raging Bolt are going to be afraid of in or out of Terra. So I'm thinking we lead something like... Wow, what do we lead? I'm thinking... Rillaboom. Rillaboom what? How many physical attackers does he have out there? 1, 2, 3... I'm debating between the Incineroar and the Glimmora. It's the second slot. We'll just go for the Glimmora. No. We'll Incineroar this game. Incineroar, Rillaboom, Tatsugiri, and Dondozo. Definitely going to try to get the Dondozo to do what it's supposed to do this game for you guys. And not just get one shot like it did in the first game. So let's see what our opponent decides to lead. It is going to be the Sandy Shocks in Cleveland. Not super familiar with what these two mons want to do to me in Reg F. I know Sandy Shocks gets some interesting moves like the Gravity. Cleavor has the... I don't remember what it's called. It's the move that spreads like Stealth Rocks. So let's see. What am I most afraid of here? We have double Fake Out pressure. But it might be the better play to... we're going to go for a Wood Hammer. No. We're going to go for a Grassy Glide this slot. I don't think that thing's very bulky, but I think it's fast. So we are going to Grassy Glide that slot and just Fake Out the other slot. Quick Guard. Okay, I'm not familiar with Cleavor. I didn't see that coming. So Fake Out's not going to fly. And does this also protect from the Grassy Glide? I think it does, because it's priority. Wow. So, great play by my opponent. I guess that's my bad for not being familiar with Cleavor. Earth Power is going to fly. This is going to hurt. We are able to live, but not with a lot. Get the Citrus recovery. I mean, the Grassy Terrain recovery. And from here, things are looking a little scary. I think there's a world where our opponent now has put the fear of Quick Guard into our mind, where we potentially could get the Grassy Glide off here, but I don't think it's worth the risk right now. We will just go for a... We'll do the Wood Hammer into this slot, and I kind of think we're just dropping here. We'll knock off into the other slot. Okay, he's going to protect. Let's see what the Cleavor wants to do. Wood Hammer comes out first. Does a lot. It's not able to pick up the KO. X Scissors flies. Okay, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. Okay. I think we're still fine here. And from here, I am going to go ahead and bring out the Dozo. And this play, let's see. He protected the left slot last time, so will my Dozo be faster once we get our boosts? I don't want to waste my Terra, because right now we're weak to the electricity, but I don't want to become weak to the bug move out of the Cleavor. We are just going to go ahead and Terra. Yeah, we're going to Terra Rock Slide this turn, and bring in the Tatsugiri in the second slot. Okay, he's going to go for a switch. So we probably made the right move in terastallizing. Couldn't get the word out. This turn. Not to mention the Rock Slide will do massive damage into the Drift Loon over there. Tatsugiri jumps in his best friend's mouth. All our stats go up. And we are ready to rock and roll. And what is that? He is Mirror Herb? What? Didn't see that coming. Wow. If this is like a popular team out there, I have yet to see it. I guess I'll have to do some research and see if somebody made a video on this team recently. Or if this is like an original team for this guy. Grass Terra over there, yep. I know that's common Terra. Best case scenario here, we hit the double Rock Slide and can at least KO the Drift Loon over there, because I'm now really scared of it that it copied all of my boosts. I think that thing gets Haze too, so we definitely would not like to take a Haze from that. Lose all our boosts. So here we go. Massive damage. We don't get the KO, which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. He stole my boosts, but he could be unburdened. He's probably unburdened because he knows he would use up his Mirror Herb and then just not have an ability. So he's probably faster than me. And man, he's probably going to haze away my boosts. But I still think the right play is to Rock Slide here. Do what we can damage-wise. Yeah, so there comes the haze. Hate to see it. Is what it is. We still take the moves out of the thing over there pretty well. Get the KO. Let's see what he's got now in the back. We know he still has the Cleavor. Man, that's really unfortunate to lose all of our boosts like that. Cleavor comes back in, and from here, my opponent probably wants to go for that X Scissor on me. Not sure how fast his Cleavor is. But I think... Checking my EVs real quick. We are almost max attack on this Dondozo. I think Order Up could still get the KO. Hopefully I'm faster because I am also max speed. Except I'm Adamant Nature instead of Timid. Or is it Jolly? Timid, Jolly, I don't know. I don't remember. We are just going to go for this. Really not afraid of that slot. Please be faster. We're not faster, so this is like worst case scenario for us. He is going to take the chip from the Rocky helmet. Dondozo is going to go down. So, another unfortunate matchup for our Dondozo comp, but it's not the end of the world. We still got some mons to try to clean up this game. So Incineroar comes back out. Clear Amulet over there. From here, I think we just want to fake out over here. And I'm going to go for the... What do you have in the back? We don't know what he has in the back, which is scary. I think I'm just going to go for the Muddy Water. Hopefully get some accuracy drops. But most of all, hopefully kill the Cleavor. He is going to protect. I figured he'd do that. Double protect. Okay. Okay. Is what it is. He could have just went for the Quick Guard again. But he opts for the double protect instead, just to avoid all damage altogether. We really need our Tatsugiri to go big for us, I think, to have a chance at winning this game now. Tatsugiri should be faster. than the thing over there on the left. Let's go for a Flare Blitz into that slot, and we're stuck into Muddy Water. So we need those accuracy drops again. We're not faster, so that's pretty crazy. I didn't see that coming. When it rains, it pours, guys. The Paralyze is going to really stink. Incineroar is going to drop. Does our attack even get off? Pointed stones don't matter. Muddy Water hits both targets. No accuracy drop. Okay. Well, I believe this game's over. Yeah. This game's over. He's got 2 Mons. GG's to my opponent. Again, that Dondozo didn't get a chance to shine and do what it's supposed to do. But hey, GG's to my opponent. They brought a counter, you know. They brought a Haze Pokemon that was able to just get rid of my boost, actually steal my boosts, and yeah, GG's. Didn't see that coming. I am just gonna go ahead and try to play one more for you guys. I really, you know, it's the star of the show. I want the Dondozo to show off what he's still able to do in this current format. I think this format's really unique in that a lot of things are viable right now, and Dondozo being one of them. So let's see if we can get a good Dondozo game in before this video ends. So this looks like a Sun team. Half Sun team. What would I want to bring in this situation? I actually don't think Raging Bolt is great into this. It's not bad, but it's not great. Definitely not ideal. So let's go ahead and bring Glamora lead with the Incineroar. Is that what I want to bring? No, I want to bring the other guy. I want to bring out Rillaboom and Dozo in the back because we got to get a win with this thing. We got to let this thing shine. So that's the team. See what we can do. Okay. Game 4. My opponent is going to lead Sun. Okay. So good thing I didn't bring the Incineroar here because, granted, the Rillaboom's also scared of the Walking Wake. But I think in this situation, we just go for the... What do I want to do here? The Whimsicott's definitely going to probably set some. We're just going to try to get the Mortal Spin off and not take any damage out of the Walking Wake here by just fake outing that slot, but I definitely could just see him protecting this turn. Okay, he does not protect, fake out flies. Sunny Day does come out. He could have either been going for the, what is it, Hydro Steam or the Flamethrower into either Mon here. Mortal Spin comes out, and we are going to get the poison on the both of them, so they are now on a timer, and that's good news for us. Okay, and from here, what do I want to do? I think my Rilla just wants to Grassy Glide into the Walking Wake slot for neutral damage. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and attempt to Meteor Beam the right slot. I think that's my Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Tailwind does come out. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. Good damage into that slot. We should kill him next turn. Granted, if we get to attack. And with like no bulk on our Glamora at all, and being a super effective attack, we are just going to go down to that Hydra Steam. But that's okay. Lost some HP, so he is life orbed. Yeah, we're going to get a bit of recovery and lose it. So from here, we're going to bring in the Dondozo. I'm just gonna... Grassy Glide should KO the left slot, assuming he doesn't protect. He could always swap out. So we are just gonna protect this turn and Grassy Glide the left slot. Cotton Spore. Okay. I didn't see that one coming. Grassy Glide's gonna fly. We get the quick KO. And let's see what other kind of damage our opponent has planned in the back for us. They're thinking. Chin Pow. Okay. So most Chin Pows run what? Sucker, Ice Spinner, and Sacred Sword. Dondozo obviously becomes a little afraid of the Chin Pow if we terastalize. Also, the Sacred Sword's going to ignore our boosts. So that's not the greatest. I think... And we know that the Whimsicott probably wants to Cotton Spore me this turn. So we are going to invest Terra now, Rock Slide, and bring in our Tatsugiri. Tough spot because it's probably Focus Sash over here on the Chin Pow. Get our boosts. I don't think we outspeed anything here since they are under Tailwind. Unless they're not like max speed, but like who's not running max speed on either of these mons? He is gonna Terra. What is it? Stellar Chin Pow maybe? It is Stellar Chin Pow. So he's going for that massive damage right away. Yeah, I could definitely see a Sacred Sword here. Doing tons of damage to our Dondozo. Our poor Dondozo. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's going for something else. I mean, Ice Spinner also should do decent damage. We are... Yep, Cotton Spore does come out, so we are going to avoid that. Sacred Sword does fly. He's going to avoid our boost, and he's going to get that extra damage. Does he not avoid our boosts? That didn't do nearly as much as I thought it was going to do. Plus we break Sash, plus we get the KO. Okay, I thought that was a lot more scary than it was. Yeah. Good representation of why Dozo is still very good. Especially with the Rocky Helmet, because he is able to just break Sash and get the KO in the same turn on Chin Pow, which is what most teams deal with, struggle with, is that they can't kill Chin Pow just in one turn. And he's able to get multiple attacks off, very high damage. So, opponent's down to their last two mons, and from here, I don't think we are afraid of the Flutter Mane. Let's see, how many turns of Sun are left? Harsh Sunlight only has one turn, so I'm actually... Part of me wants to just protect to waste the Sun. I am just going to go ahead and do that. I know the Whimsicott has Prankster, so like he is just going to reset up the sun next turn. But I would rather not take double damage, you know, where they're both attacking me. And next turn, if he goes for the sun, you know, I only have to take damage from one of the mons, just the Flutter, instead of both of them. So, yep, Tailwind goes down, Sun goes down, so... Yeah, I think the right play, honestly, is for my opponent to now double down. They shouldn't... if they want to win, I don't think they can afford to waste a turn resetting up Sun. But they might. I'm hoping that's what they do. So we are just going to go Liquidation to get as much damage as possible into this slot. He does go for that play, okay? So he's going to reset up the Sun. He's only going to be attacking me with one of his mons this turn. Special attack is boosted, and I mean, this should do a pretty sizable chunk. Yeah, it hurts. I mean, that is a strong mon over there. But we are able to tank it. Liquidation comes out, and it's going to hurt. That may have been a misplay of me going for the Liquidation. Because obviously he lives, and he was setting up Sun. So our water move does less. I probably should have just went for the Rock Slide. But is what it is. Plays over now, and we do still have the numbers advantage here. So from here, yeah, we are just gonna go down to another Moonblast. I think I'm just kind of stuck here, rock sliding. So he is gonna Tailwind, so that's good because I was worried that the Dozo would die to the Moonblast out of the Flutter Mane, and then the Tatsugiri would then die to the Moonblast out of the other slot, but that's now not going to happen. We are just going to lose the Dozo. Tatsugiri will remain, and our Rillaboom comes back into play. So from here, we are in a pretty safe position because the Rillaboom is very bulky, it's Assault Vested, and I don't think either of these mons have any moves to threaten it. So we should be absolutely safe to just Grassy Glide this slot and pick up the KO there. And we'll just go for an Icy Wind, because I think that's going to be my best bet for damage into both of these mons. Yep, Grassy Glide picks up the KO there. Moonblast comes out. Yep, we actually live it. I didn't actually think we would live that. Wow. We have like almost no... Yeah, we basically have no investment into any of our defenses, but wow. We live that. Must be a pretty weak Whimsicott over there as far as our special attack goes. And from here, we can basically click whatever move we want to just win the game. We will just go for a big old Wood Hammer, because why not? He has nothing to threaten my Rillaboom. Icy Wind, we're stuck into. Battle's canceled. So guys, as you can see, Dozo still is a, you know, pretty solid option into the meta. Hope I was able to display that for you guys today. I know not every game there went as planned, but we were able to go 3-1 on the ladder today, as well as Raging Bolt. You know, Raging Bolt is a great Pokemon. You can play him a lot of different ways. You know, I opted to not go for the Draco Meteor and Thunderclap set that a lot of people will run, and mine is a much more defensive set. That relies on getting 1 or 2 Calm Minds up before he's able to really do a lot of massive damage to opponents. So there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was my first video on the channel, so thank you for watching. If you did watch, please consider subscribing to the channel for more Pokemon content like this. Leave a like if you liked the video, and I'm gonna get a rental together for this team after this video, and yeah, I'll leave that down in the description below if you guys want to give this team a try and you know, play with it for yourselves. So again, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.